Hey YouTube, Savage here. So welcome into Stardew Valley Against the Machine, Episode 2. Last time what we did, we got through the first 10 days of spring, and also made a bunch of progress in the mines. We got to about level 20. So I'm gonna hope to see if I can get even further down the mines. My preferable hope is to get down to level 80. But in the meantime, here's all the rules and restrictions, and also, of course, the goal and any stretch goals and stuff right here, so feel free to pause the video at any point, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Neutral day today. Looks like Robin's looking for a lost axe. Not a bad quest for a little extra cash. I'll go ahead and harvest the few crops that are ready and replant fast-growing crops like carrots and parsnips in their place. Regardless, I'll be able to get in at least 2 harvests of strawberries for sure. What's on the job board, I wonder? Okay, flounder for Marnie, and I get a price ticket for it. I know last time I reached level 4 fishing, so this might be the push I need to hit level 5. Pierre isn't carrying fertilizer, particularly speed grow, quite yet, so 2 strawberry harvests it is. Let's do some ocean fishing then. And there's my fishing level up. Wow, another diamond from a fishing chest! That's the 3rd one I've gotten so far. I wonder what to do for this one though. I might want to sell it since I have traveling cart days as well as the egg festival coming up back to back. And there's the flounder for Marnie. That wasn't too bad. Let's stop by the museum to drop off the dwarf scroll from my last mining trip, but not the diamond. Maybe another one. And flounder delivered. Price ticket acquired. Might as well also pick up Robin's axe while I'm in the area too. Let's unload at the farm, then deliver Robin's axe. Nice artifact on the way. Here you go, Robin. Now to turn that price ticket. It's mostly seeds right now, but I'll keep at it. Eventually I might be able to get the bee houses or sprinklers from here without spending valuable and hard to come by metal bars to craft them. Let's do a bit more fishing before I turn in for the night. And there it is, level 5 fishing. An easy decision that I was planning for a while now. Let's choose the superior fisher profession, which will allow me to sell the fish I saved in my blue chest for a bit more money tomorrow. And also level 3 foraging for good measure. Another neutral day today, but it is a traveling cart day and I have a fair amount of money. And even more from Mum. Thanks, Mum. Lots of crops are ready too, so let's pluck those, including a green bean needed for the spring crops bundle. And there's another farming level too. On the bright side, I don't have to spend as much time or energy manually watering my crops. Let's instead spend that energy chopping wood on the way to the traveling cart. I wonder what she has today anyway. Well, she has really expensive sap and a rare seed, I guess. I do need to get a rare seed anyways for the rare crops bundle. Otherwise, I'll just save my money for strawberries and continue foraging, then unload at the farm while I decide what to do next. Might as well also sell the fish I've been hoarding in my chest since getting the fisher profession. Let's donate a couple more artifacts to the museum, including an ornamental fan I found on the way. And I'll take those free melon seeds too. But I've got more donations to take care of. Let's drop off the green bean and some more wood to the bundles as well. And I think for the rest of the day I'll head to the mountains, chopping more trees, fishing for food, and making some more mine progress. The last of which will be particularly important. I'm wanting to reach the lower levels of the mines because defeating shadow people, as in shadow brutes and shadow shamans, will be my best way of obtaining metal bars for a long while. While there are other monsters that can drop gold bars in this mine, such as dust sprites and even squid kids, shadow people are the most reliable way for me to grind for copper and iron bars throughout this whole challenge run, with a 1 in 25 chance to drop a copper bar and a 1 in 50 chance to drop an iron bar. In addition, they have a 1 in 100 chance to drop a gold bar and a 1 in 500 chance to drop an iridium bar. The squid kids for at least a while will be my best way to get the gold bars, and iridium bars with those odds I may not see one for quite a while. But at least with iridium bars, there are multiple ways to get them. I know I'll come up with something when I come to the desert. So that's it, that's why I want to get to level 80 as soon as I can. But for now I have to get past the 20s first. I've had decent luck with staircases so far, and I'll take that topaz too. Granted, my backpack's also starting to fill up. And here I am on floor 24, and my staircase luck has run out. Unfortunately, I still can't craft one since I'm not level 2 mining yet, so I might as well leave and make the mad dash home, sell some stuff, and sleep just in time. And I can now make a bee house, but it's a bit expensive to craft for me, taking the iron bar and maple syrup that are better used elsewhere. I'll see if I can get them from the prize machine, ideally. Today's the big day, the Egg Festival, and I have a lot of money. Moreover, some crops are ready, including a cauliflower and carrots, which are the last I need for the spring crops bundle. And another farming level too. While I wait for the festival to start, might as well water and fertilize some tilled tiles. I don't know if I want to get the 87 strawberries or not. I may want to save some cash for the traveling cart tomorrow. You know what, let's go with 56. I think that's reasonable and won't be too hard to maintain. Otherwise, let's do the egg hunt, getting 10 eggs and a straw hat. I'll still keep the garbage hat on my head though for the rarity factor. Let's go ahead and plant all these strawberries in the ice drain, as well as my wild spring seeds. With that, let's end the day. And I can now craft iron fences and preserve jars. Sadly, I have no good reason to. Iron fences take iron bars which are far too valuable, and preserve jars are banned. The retaining soil may prove to be the most useful of these new crafting recipes, even though I don't love using it. Anything to cut down on manual watering for now, I guess. Bad luck day today. At least my tulip's ready along with a few other crops. Let's look after the crops as well as Tom as usual, then check out the traveling cart. And she has... okay, starfruit seeds are pretty good. Red snapper I need for the community center, and mayonnaise I can't otherwise obtain. Oh my god, a copper bar! Yes! She's loaded today. Let's buy that copper bar immediately. And interestingly, that just completed the smelting quest, despite the fact I never used the furnace I crafted last time. Good to know, for science of course. Let's also get the red snapper, the starfruit seed for profit, and the rare seed also for profit. The mayo won't be needed, unfortunately. Let's unload the farm and figure out what I'll do next. I kind of feel like it might be a good idea to buy more cauliflower while I still can. I think 5 will do the trick. Let's unload a bunch of stuff at the community center too, including the red snapper and the remaining crops for the spring crops bundle, giving me some useful speed grow for my strawberries. And also donating the tulip. With that, we can now reveal the boiler room bundles. I'm half expecting the blacksmith bundle to show up, but there's another nasty bundle that can show up too. And we got that nasty bundle, unfortunately. However, I did not get the blacksmith bundle, but in its place, we did get the arguably trickier engineer's bundle. The iridium ore and battery pack won't be too hard to get. The real problem here, though, will be the refined quartz. More on that later. It looks like we also got the geologist bundle, which is normal, and the treasure hunter's bundle, which also won't be too bad. Now, why is refined quartz a problem? Similarly to metal bars, the most reliable ways to get refined quartz are smelting quartz or fire quartz in a furnace, or putting broken glasses or a broken CD into a recycling machine. Both of which I've banned, so I have to rely on more unreliable ways to get it for this particular challenge run. And moreover, I have to get 5 pieces of it. Slaying ghosts is my best bet if I'm wanting to get at least 5 pieces of refined quartz for the bundle. Since ghosts can appear on levels 51 to 79 of the mines, it synergizes well with breaking crystals, which can also rarely drop a refined quartz. According to the Stardew Valley wiki, ghosts have an 8% chance to drop a refined quartz, which increases to 10% with the Skull Cavern ghosts. And while it is possible to get refined quartz from a ghost fish pond as well, it isn't nearly as practical in comparison due to all the resources and setup it takes. And like metal bars, refined quartz can also rarely be found in the trash or on the traveling cart. So you may notice I'm on the beach now, and I did manage to forge a mussel, so I'm just going to fish a little bit here, then head home to plant that cauliflower and store that copper bar I got. Also occurs to me I got the white algae for the wild medicine bundle while mining too, so that shouldn't be too hard. Let's also take this earth crystal to donate to the boiler room. On the way I'll stop by the saloon to gift Pam another loved parsnip, and Clint one as well. Eventually this will pay off with gifts in the mail, like battery packs and metal bars. Let's drop off this mussel and earth crystal to the bundles now. Let's head home, chop some more trees, and tend to the farm in the ice drain, hoping to get 300 wood for the beach. And there it is. Time for sleep. Bad luck day today, but my blue jazz is ready along with some other crops. Might even want to get some more cauliflower to plant after I water everything. It's salmonberry season now, so these will make a perfect snack when I'm out mining and such. Let's get maybe 4 cauliflower seeds, then do some fishing and foraging for some easy help wanted quests. Oh, it's that cute vixen Leah. Have a daffodil. Now back to fishing at this good bubble spot. I did manage to catch some sunfish, which I also need for the community center. Now let's fix that beach bridge to access the east side for coral and urchins now, and the crimson fish come summer. For now, let's go home to unload and plant the cauliflower, then make more progress in the mines. I'm so glad I've been making cherry bombs for down here. Since I still have the blue jazz and sunfish in my backpack, I'm planning to make a community center run afterwards. Hopefully I can find a gem or mineral or two for the boiler room bundles as well. Well, this quartz on floor 23 is nice. I do need that. Wow, what a trolling rock here on floor 24 that I can't break. I really hope the staircase isn't past that. Eventually I plan to get a copper pickaxe, but it's still a ways off. Eventually, TM. Oh well, guess I can't go that way, so I guess I'll go this way. Nice white algae drop, that's good for the wild medicine bundle. And thank God a staircase is here. I was getting worried for a second. Level 25 reached. I think that's good for now, so let's drop off a few of these things at the community center. I didn't find any gems though. With that, let's end the day. Ah, so close to 1337 gold earned. That would have been funny. Or maybe even leet. It's a lucky day today. I definitely should go mining. But before that, Demetrius is knocking at my door. That means I think it's time to set up the farm cave? For this particular challenge run, I could go with either option, but because I have the wild medicine bundle and no artisan bundle in the community center, I might go with the mushroom cave this time. While using the free dehydrator as banned, it's a solid way to get some purple mushrooms as an option for the bundle, and they also make a good snack that'll be easier for me to obtain than cheese when mining, especially since cheese presses are banned, and crystallariums, or crystallaria maybe, are banned as well. So duplicating emeralds to trade on Wednesdays once I fix the bus isn't an option either. Plus, I just want to be different this time. Oh cool, Pierre's selling fertilizers now. It's also the last day to buy cauliflower. But for now, let's tend to the crops. I might get a few cauliflower seeds at Pierre's anyway to replace what I plucked. I won't replant those empty tiles down at the bottom though. As it is, watering this field takes a bit over half my energy. I managed to find some more salmon berries too, which is nice. And that's a perfect quest on the job board. Really synergizes with going mining. Oh yeah, and in this furry mod, Morris is a frog. Kind of like Wart from Super Mario Bros. 2 or Doki Doki Panic or something. He definitely has that vibe. Let's get maybe 4 more cauliflower seeds. I think that's fine. Cool, nice eel in the trash. Let's go back home to plant this cauliflower and apply a little speed grow for good measure. Then go mining. How convenient that there's more food and salmon berries on this backwoods path too. And there's another white algae that I need here on floor 26. I've been thinking of picking geologist and gemologist for my mining professions in this challenge run, since gems will be more useful than the ore for me arguably. It's a ways off as I still can't craft staircases yet. And that's the cave carrot for Ellen, the gender-swapped Elliot, and another earth crystal for the museum. And an amethyst node on floor 28. I definitely could use amethyst for the community center, the museum, or even gifting for Clint. Retaining soil 2? I'll take that. Might help cut down on my manual watering a little. I'm getting pretty lucky with staircases too. Floor 30 reached. Maybe I'll leave for now since my backpack's filling up, and the annoying dark floors are next that I would prefer to have staircases for in order to skip. Meanwhile, let's try and deliver this cave carrot to Ellen. Hopefully I can find her though. She's not exactly the easiest villager to find. Is she on the beach? Nope. How about at the saloon? Also nope. Leah is here though. Perfect time to buy her a loved salad. I'll at least interact with the other villagers here, especially Clint, despite not having a great gift to give him that isn't already spoken for somewhere else. And I'm saving a parsnip for Pam's birthday coming up. Let's drop off the amethyst to the community center, head home, and apply this retaining soil to a few spots, otherwise unload and then head to bed. Overnight, we earned the very good level 2 mining and level 4 foraging. Now I can finally craft staircases to speedrun those annoying dark mine floors, not to mention the also useful and not banned mushroom log and tapper crafting recipes. And the extra berry from every salmonberry bush sure doesn't hurt. I might prioritize a tool upgrade or 2 before a tapper, however, since those take a couple valuable copper bars to make. And despite the bad daily luck today, I still have plenty to do regardless. Let's start with plucking some crops that are ready and replacing them with my backlog of parsnips and carrots, and otherwise applying fertilizer. My strawberries look like they'll be ready soon. And can't forget about Tom, my cat. I see the retaining soil is already helping a little. After all that, let's head to town. Another mining-related quest? Sure. If I can find some rock crabs on those dark levels, that is. I'll still see if I can find Ellen to deliver this cave carrot too, but for now I have a blacksmith and museum trip to make. I'm curious to see what this Omni Geode has in it. I got a rock. Still useful for making staircases, but could have been so much better. Let's now drop off the earth crystal to the museum. Now to the beach. A seed spot to make my carrot backlog even bigger. More importantly, there's Ellen and another completed quest for a prize ticket. Let's comb the beach, then turn in this prize ticket for a useful and free peach sapling in time for the summer. Looks like it's still a ways till any really useful things, though. I also can't say no to more salmon berries and forageables. That's food for my mining trips. And Leah's down here too. Too bad I spoiled her for this week. Lots of berries in the bushes at least. Let's go back home and unload and plant this peach tree, then see if I can progress deeper in the mines on my favorite floors, to not have to do. Ironically, despite the bad daily luck, pretty much immediately I find a small glow ring in a box. Perfect timing, especially for these floors. Less eye strain is good. And so far this is some great staircase luck too. And I have copper, coal, and stone, and I'm not afraid to turn into bombs or staircases. And there's floor 35. 5 left to get to the much better frozen levels. And that's another combat level. Haven't seen any rock crabs unfortunately, but oh well. I'll keep at it. And I'll grab that red mushroom too. The good staircase luck is keeping up. Almost there. And might as well make a staircase to get there. Floor 40 reached and slingshot acquired. With any luck, I might be able to get some refined quartz down here. Well, no refined quartz drop, but I'll get the iron and leave. Wow, those nodes take so many hits to break. Let's run home and end the day. Overnight, Mr. Key drops mystery boxes all over. Speaking of, it's also possible to get a quality sprinkler from a mystery box, with a very low chance of 0.63% according to the Stardew Valley wiki after opening 11 or more boxes. The chance is a little bit better at 5.8% with golden mystery boxes, but that's still a long ways off, and by that point I'm better off going for iridium sprinklers from Krobus anyways. Thank you again, Stardew Valley wiki. Lucky day for Pam's birthday. I think I have a spare parsnip I can give her kicking around. Not much ready for crops today other than a green bean. Nice to see the retaining soil helping a little though. Let's head into town and give Pam her loved birthday gift. In return, maybe she'll give me a battery pack someday. Let's also collect more salmon berries and other forageables before unloading back home and heading to the mines once more on the pretty exciting frozen levels. A couple convenient forageables on the east side of the lake, too. Dust sprites, of course, have some good drop potential, including gold bars, which are a 1 in 1,000 chance. It's happened before to me. Maybe it will happen again? Still really low odds, though. I also can't complain about the quality retaining soil from the box. Dang, these iron nodes take so long to break with just the basic pickaxe. At least iron ore is useful for crafting bombs, though. Eventually, when I get to mining level 6. Still a ways off, though. Maybe I should instead hope for staircases dropping from slaying enemies. Granted, I have been getting decently lucky with staircases so far. Now that's what I'm talking about. Floor 45 reached. It's not too late yet though, so maybe I'll push for 50. Nice magnet ring from a box. With that, I essentially have a glowstone ring now. Good quality of life, although this setup takes both my ring slots instead of just one. Either way, it's a good thing though, because glowstone rings otherwise take a lot of iron bars to make. Nice frozen tier on floor 48. I do need this for the geologist bundle. I'm not yet sure what I want to do with the frozen geodes quite yet. They're worth a decent amount of money, but they may also be worth opening for more museum progress. Decisions. More carrot seeds and another amethyst here on floor 49, and also more quality retaining soil as well as an already revealed staircase. Floor 50 reached, and combat boots acquired. I have a little more time, so maybe I'll still try for a refined quartz drop, since ghosts can start appearing past this point. Nope, no ghosts, so let's leave and sell my old boots and head home. I think my chests are starting to burst at the seams, and I don't have enough wood yet to make a new one, so time to sell stuff. It's probably not worth hoarding quartz and iron ore right now, since I'm banned from smelting them, and I also can't yet trade them for bombs either. I also can't trade quartz yet in the desert since I don't have access there yet, and I also don't yet have the crafting recipe to make bombs, so they can be sold for now. Time for bed. Bad luck day today, but Jody's looking for a cauliflower which I happen to have stored away. Otherwise, it's a traveling cart day, so let's check that after watering the crops. Nice, she has an iron bar. I'll definitely be taking that. And also the rare seed for profit. Nothing else is particularly exciting though. And with that, I could craft a sprinkler, but I'd rather not because they're inefficient, and I'd rather save the metal bars for tool upgrades. Let's drop this stuff off at the farm, then head to town. And there's our cauliflower Jody. I love that Jody and her family are big cats in this mod. It's kinda nice, honestly. And just iron ore from the frozen geode? I should have sold it, oh well. Let's head to the museum as well. Another geode, really? I was just at Clint's game. Anyway, I'll drop off the amethyst here. And the other geode in the trash should have stayed in the trash. After a quick beachcomb and a lucky loaf of bread in the saloon trash, let's check the job board on the way to the community center. It doesn't synergize with mining, but at least it's easy and doesn't hurt to fish anyway. Now let's drop off the frozen tier, then grab my fishing pole from back home. And there's my girl Leah as I head to fish. I'll see you later, Leah. After catching that smallmouth bass for Lewis with a few geodes attached, let's head to the saloon. Well, I forgot I already spoiled Leah this week, but I can give Sebastian this loved frozen tier and Lewis the fish at the very least. If anything, that freed up my backpack to go mining. And first floor is infested, yay. Floor 52 at least has a guaranteed staircase at the end, so that makes up for it. And another mining level too. Okay, here's a ghost on floor 54. I wonder if he'll drop a refined quartz. Nope, a ghost fish. And floor 55 reached. This is as far as I want to go for right now. Let's go back home and end the day. I probably won't set up a ghost fish pond unless I get really desperate, so I guess this one's getting sold. Bad luck day again, but I have quite a few crops ready, including Gold Star cauliflower, perfect for the luau come summer. Moreover, I can also get through my parsnip and carrot backlog now, and apply a bit more retaining soil. Of course I can't forget about Tom, my cat. My tomcat? Anyway, let's also see if the farm cave has produced any mushrooms yet. Oh cool, a purple mushroom already. That's 1 out of 5 for the wild medicine bundle. The other mushrooms make good food, and the free dehydrator is a banned machine, so I'll take it down right away. Other than that, I'll plant all my carrots and half of my remaining parsnips. I might even want to get a few potatoes too, so let's do that. Green algae? Easy enough. The hard part is finding Sebastian. And given it's a Saturday, it's a good time to forage before they all reset on Sunday. And how convenient. Green algae in the trash. Let's go back home and plant the potatoes while I still can. Whoops, my burb brain miscounted. Not a big deal, I'll just gamble on this mixed seed not being cauliflower. Okay, good, it was a parsnip, I think. Let's head up to the mountains. No luck with Sebastian, so I might as well continue the mine progress. Another infested floor, and actually I'm oddly okay with this. At least fighting slimes doesn't cost any energy. And that was a winter root and a dwarf scroll 3 that also dropped. I'll gladly take those. And another dwarf scroll, wow! That was really lucky. And another combat level for good measure. Nice hardwood in the box, and some jade too. One more floor left and I can just craft staircases for the rest. There we go. And I forgot my backpack was full before I crafted those staircases, so I guess I'll toss the iron. It isn't too useful for me right now. And good thing I crafted those because floor 59 is one of those spiral floors that I love skipping so much. Floor 60 reached. And the sword isn't as good as my Neptune's glaive, so we'll sell it too. Let's head home and sleep. I know I have a museum trip coming up in my near future. It may be a bad luck day today, but it is a traveling cart day, and moreover, my strawberries, among other crops, are ready. I have a feeling money will be less tight. And there's another farming level. I have a decision to make tonight. Let's tend to the crops as usual before checking the traveling cart, as well as buying potatoes later to replace what I harvested. So she has a purple mushroom, which we do need, though it's a little expensive. I'll buy it anyway though. And also the rare seed for profit, and the Nala shell in case the field research bundle shows up on the bulletin board. Otherwise I might have to wait till winter for that one. Let's unload back up the farm and head to town. Another easy fishing quest, sure. Let's open up this mystery box and geode at Clint's. Some flower seeds, perfect for summer. As well as ocean stone, not bad. Let's donate my big load to the museum now. And for a starfruit seed, I'd say it was worth it. Let's head back home, pet my loaf Tom, buy some potatoes, and try to catch the sardine for Linus. Easy enough. Let's see if I can knock out these two quests at once. And there's Sebastian. Have the green algae. And Linus, you're a sardine. And I almost forgot. Have this love frozen tear as well, Sebastian. Still gotta move that prize machine forward, which for the purpose of this challenge run I'm not considering a machine, it's more so a quest. And the mixed seeds certainly aren't bad. Let's head home, chop more wood, and end the day. Okay, well I wasn't expecting a Woody secret book drop, that was nice. Anyway, time for bed. It's time to choose our farming profession, which I pretty much always go tiller, and this is no exception. Especially not having any livestock at the moment, nor plans to get any livestock. It's a lucky day today. Also, I didn't even realize this, but this furry mod has cool flavor text like this. Paws instead of hands, lol. Though my Wind Waker Wizard persona doesn't have paws, more like feathery hands or maybe even wings. Moreover, I have a fair amount of money, so let's do something with it. After I water my crops and cat first, though. And also checking my mushroom cave. More common mushrooms and a morel. Right, I need to donate a common mushroom to the fall foraging bundle eventually. Eventually, TM. Another help wanted quest, huh? Leah, you do know how hard that will be for me to find, right? It's worth way more than 750 gold to me. What better thing to spend money on than the biggest backpack too, right? Now let's donate to the classroom bundles. I realized too that I'll need to upgrade my axe at least once to get a more reliable source of hardwood for the construction bundle. At least anyways, those stumps that regrow on the farm constantly, for the forest farm. Other than that, it's the perfect day to go mining. Oh, and finally a decent weapon drop. More gems too, and a ghost on floor 62. Okay, gold ore. It's worth a bit of money, but otherwise not that useful right now. Solar essences also aren't bad. Another ghost here on floor 64. Nice, he dropped a refined quartz. 4 more of those left for the engineer's bundle. Moreover, floor 65 reached. I do want to go even deeper though, maybe push for 70 if I can. Oh, nice monster compendium book drop from a dust sprite on floor 68. That'll definitely help my odds of getting rare metal bar and refined quartz drops. I might want to stay here till 2 AM actually. Insert obligatory floor 69 joke here. Oh, I know what the joke is. Nice stairs. Here we are, level 70. Master Slingshot acquired. And that's as far as I'll go for today. Can I still make it home? I don't know. I think I can? Either way, I got quite the haul, including several gems, perfect as gifts for Clint. Not to mention the refined quartz. And I think it's time for a third chest. I barely made it to bed on time, wow. It's another lucky day today and more crops are ready, so now I can finally get through my whole parsnip backlog. And I think I got everything organized now as far as my chests. Might as well buy a few more parsnips while I still can, and I have a plan for this jade. Marnie, excuse me please? Looks like Evelyn tossed a failed batch of cookies. Makes up for the ones I sold that Mum cooked for me last time, I guess. Here, Clint, have some jade you love. Maybe in exchange he'll give me metal bars someday in the mail. And predictably, I'm back to the mines after doing some uneventful foraging as well as planting more crops. But before I delve inside, I'll go ahead and sell that wood mallet at the guild. Very fast staircase. And a ghost too. No refined quartz though. I've been getting pretty lucky with staircases. Maybe I can get to floor 80? If so, we're cooking. Well, floor 75. And I guess I'm going deeper. And another ghost. Again, no refined quartz. The staircase luck is certainly keeping up, though. Cool, a thermal boots drop from a Scalia on floor 78. Sure, why not? And good thing I brought these carrots. And there's a diamond node, and a cool iridium shirt, and the staircase. I vibe with it. 1 floor left till 80. And a random gem node containing an emerald and another mining level. Also, that bat dropped 4 wings. I've seen everything here, so now let's hit level 80 and grab those dark boots too. More importantly, it's level 80, and from here, let the grinding of metal bars begin. Anyway, that was a pretty good haul. Let's see if I can make it home on time again and also store my stuff away. Phew, made it. And actually, that transmute iron recipe may come in handy eventually once I get enough spare copper bars. The exchange rate is pretty bad, but it could be useful. Eventually, TM. Soon, TM. Meanwhile, the glowstone ring takes 5 iron bars to craft, which are better used for improving a tool when the time comes. It's the day of the flower dance. Maybe I'll go this time, even if I get rejected, since I have enough for the rare crow. I'll tend to the crops, as usual, getting another farming level. Also Tom, who found a sneaky leak behind my house. I guess Tom's a leaker now. Good Tom, you've more than earned your water. Lots of forageables on this side of the farm too by the stumps that respawn each day like the secret woods. This farm's among my favorites. Good perks and pretty. And even some morel mushrooms too. After a little more cleanup, let's go down to the festival. R&R happened at the flower dance, and I don't just mean rest and relaxation, but also rejection and rare crow. Maybe next year, Leah. Maybe next year. And the gender swaps certainly affect the flower dance scene too, as you can see with both Hayden and Ellen in here. Nothing much to do aside from go home and change my scarecrow placement, organize some stuff, and chop some trees before going to bed. And the only decent crafting recipe we got for this challenge on farming level 6 is the hardwood fence, since cheese presses are banned and quality sprinklers are far too expensive for me to craft, requiring 1 iron bar, 1 gold bar, and 1 piece of refined quartz. Yikes. And I believe that's all for episode 2 of Stardew Valley Against the Machine. So the good news is we reached level 80 of the mine, so now everything is set up for us to start grinding for metal bars at any time, which is great. But if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.